Hey guys, we're going to do a little creek fishing today. We're starting off with some ultralights, catching a few bluegills here and red ears. We'll move over to bass though here in a little bit. It's about mid-April and bass are about post-spawn now. Pretty much finished up their spawn and the bluegills have begun theirs. You can see some of those bluegill beds where I was catching them off of on the right side of the screen here. They clean out the bottom to where it's nice clean gravel. We started to focus our efforts more on bass here, and you can see coming right at me is a bass, and he's about in the middle of the screen going over towards where my buddy is. And he's already seen us, but we tried to catch him, but we didn't have any luck with this little guy. My buddy over on the other side spotted several large bass, and one is coming over into the frame here from the left, and it was probably around 6 or 7 pounds. By the time we've seen them, they've already seen us, and they're definitely not interested in eating, but it was pretty exciting to see those big guys swimming around here. I've switched over now to a heavier spinning rod. I'm throwing a clear torpedo, and I'll be throwing this the rest of the evening, catching some nice topwater bass. This fish hit on the very end of my cast, and that was one of the keys that I found was long cast with this particularly clear water were definitely keys to catching some of these bass. Well, we moved down a little bit and fishing the edge of a rock drop-off here, and this one fish wanted to hit right on the edge of it. The drop-off is pretty steep. He was a little fish, but he was pretty chunky. This spot here, I made a near perfect cast right up to that bluff wall, right on the edge of that grass there, and it didn't take but 1 or 2 twitches before it got blown up. really like this spot here. It's got pretty shallow boulders from me towards those rocks on the shore there, and right at the base of those rocks is pretty deep water, and I've seen some really nice bass hanging out in that area. My buddy was throwing a fly rod and he had a little popper on it, and he was catching bass and perch as well. It was a pretty fun afternoon. This was my last fish right here before we ran out of daylight, and he actually swirled on it at first, didn't take it, but then he came back and he hit it a second time and took that plug down. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. If you want to see more videos, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button here. And you can also check out some of my other videos that I have on my channel. Thanks. We'll see you next time.